Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am so excited because I have in my hands the new Unearthly and Heather Austin collaboration. Y'all know I love a collab. I love Heather. After meeting her in person, like, she is such a sweetie, just like she is online. She has the most flawless skin. She's a little angel. So when she told us her collaboration was coming out, I was so excited. It is already available, so I will make sure to link it down below for y'all, as well as Heather's launch video. Unfortunately, it did take a little while to get to me, so I wasn't able to get a video up before launch, but we're gonna play with it today. We're gonna do live swatches, we're gonna do a look, and I'm just so excited. Oh my God, it looks like Aries is also excited. If these Beatles were really here, he would be chattering so loud I wouldn't even be able to film. So here is what the collection looks like in the box. So pretty. We've got an eyeshadow palette, a highlighter duo, and then also a lip gloss. So let's go ahead and just pull everything out. So here is what the palette looks like. It is so beautiful. Look at those shimmers. Y'all know I love cool tones and I love cool tone neutrals. So that's what I was definitely gravitating towards with my eyes as soon as I saw this palette. Here is what the highlighter palette looks like. Can you guys see that? Oh wow. Look at that shift. That is stunning. And then the lip gloss, I believe, is supposed to be like a really sparkly, glittery, white kind of gloss. I don't necessarily go for glittery glosses all that often, but I'm excited to give it a try. I've never used Unearthly's lip gloss formula, so we'll see how it goes. I think I want to swatch the highlighters first, just because this duochrome is giving it to me. So we have the shade Renewal. Oh my God, I just realized I didn't take any pictures of this beforehand. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. This is so beautiful. It's an orangey, pinky, golden shifting highlighter. I feel like I'll probably use that as eyeshadow mostly, but I'll definitely try it as a blush topper. And then we have Rebirth, which is more of an iridescent, gosh, how do I describe it? It has like a pinky, golden, greeny shift, but it's more on the subtle side. It's not reminding me of an eyeshadow per se because it is a little softer, but I could see how that would be absolutely stunning. Ooh, that's really creamy. Okay. Super pretty. Let's do a swatch of the gloss, which is called Omen. Okay, yeah, it does have like, oh my gosh, it has really beautiful sparkles in it. I would say like a mixture of like pink, blue, gold, like it's giving rainbow sparkle, but it's very subtle. Like I don't think that you'll be able to see it unless you were like extremely up close or if it's swatched out like that, but I feel like on the lips it's just gonna look super juicy. So let's start swatching the eyeshadow palette because I'm dying to. It actually made me laugh right now because I feel like I'm thinking of every video I've ever done. I don't know that I've ever said let's swatch the first shade. This is a black. I feel like a black shadow is normally always like further along in the palette, but today it is number one. So we have Beetle, which feels like a matte black, but it has really intense sparkle through it. Hopefully you guys can see how sparkly that is. And then we have Creation, which is a stunning like duochrome, purpley blue shifting shadow, but it has kind of like a mauve-y warm base to it. And then we've got Cosmology, which is a matte kind of like midnight blue. Alrighty, look at how sparkly that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, super pretty. This matte, I will say, is a little bit on the drier side, but I think it's just one of those shades that's extremely pigmented. In the next row, we have Scarab, which is a really pretty kind of soft gray, more like metallic shadow. It doesn't have like a lot of sparkles or anything going on, but it is super pretty. We've got Cerambus, which looks like a dusty kind of like mauve-y cool tone matte. I feel like for me, that's definitely gonna be one of my like go-to shadows in here. I could see reaching for that a ton. We've got Regeneration, which is a very bright neon green. It is genuinely a neon shadow. So I feel like that will be really fun for pops of color, especially in the summer. Next, we have the shade Jewel, which is another duochrome. This one is like an orangey, pinky with a green base. Super pretty. We've got Life. Okay, so this is a little bit more of a powdery shadow. I feel like I see like the slightest glow to it in the light. I'm trying to remember because I watched Heather's video twice, but I'm like, I can't remember if this is a matte or not, but I feel like that might be really good for the inner corner or for underneath the brow bone right here. I still like to highlight that area. I know not everyone does. We've got Solar Symbol. This shade is super beautiful. It's like a soft kind of like peachy base with a green shift running through it. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see because my mirror is lower down. So I've noticed in videos recently, I'm like, oh, look at this, but you guys can't even see because the angle is different. So hopefully you can see that shift. Yeah, it has some shimmer running through it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Next, we have another shade that I'm very excited about because it is a true red called Ancient. And I feel like it is really hard to find a good red. So I'm hoping that I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is so pigmented. And for as pigmented and for being a red as it is, it does not feel dry. Like it feels pretty creamy. I'm highly impressed by the texture of that. We've got Transformation, which is another really beautiful metallic. This one has like a deeper purple base and then a bluey purple shift running through it. And last but not least, we've got Nymph, which is a pretty bright kind of like Barbie pink matte. Again, that one feels pretty creamy to the touch. Ooh, my goodness. That red. I feel like that red is the kind of shade that is hard to find. So you just pull back from the palette over and over again for it when it's just like that staple tone. So, so good. It is beautiful. I'm probably going to be a little bit boring and maybe do a soft look because, you know, that's who I am. Like this shade right here is calling to me the most, but I think it is stunning. So like I said, I think I'm gonna start with this shade Cerambus. Just grabbing that on a medium-sized blending brush, and I'm just gonna start that off on my outer V. And then just kind of blend it through the crease. This is such a pretty, like soft purple on me. I was gonna be boring and also put that on my lower lash line, but actually maybe let's go into a little bit of this purple here, Transformation. Just gonna grab a pencil brush from BK Beauty and we're gonna throw that along the lower lash line. It's a little pop of purple. It's funny because I wore an orange shirt because I thought that maybe I would go more orangey with this look, but of course I swatched the purples and I was like, there it is. That's what I have to use. Let's go into a bit of creation. Just gonna pop that on the inner part of the lower lash line. I'm just doing a very sparkly, shimmery lower lash line moment, but I'm about it today. And then I'm also gonna just wash off that brush real quick. And I really wanna try out the shade Life because like I said, it did feel a little bit powdery. So I'm just gonna pick up a touch with my pencil brush and we'll pop that on the inner corner. Ooh, that is intense. Like I just wanna like keep going with it. Just gonna kind of bring it up a little bit more right here. It has like a good little amount of shimmer happening, so it does not look powdery on the eyes at all. So don't let the texture in the palette fool you. It is beautiful. It is a really good brightening shade. I might even just grab a little bit of that underneath my brow bone, like I said. I'm just gonna kind of pop it on. Don't worry about it being a little bit stark. I'm just gonna go back over that with my blending brush. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't stop using this shade Life. I was about to stop and like move on, but I'm actually gonna put that a little bit more on the inner part of my lid. Look how pigmented that is. And then let's see. Maybe for the outer half, we can go into a little bit of Scarab. Ooh. No, maybe let's do Transformation. I just can't help it. I'm just like wanting a little bit more purple in this look. So I'm gonna pop that right here and then blend it over with my finger. I think I got carried away. I'm gonna go into a little bit more Life just to blend those. They're both pigmented, so this is probably gonna be the best way to get that good kind of back and forth blend. Oh, look how cute that is. I don't know why I'm going in this order. I'm feeling a little chaotic because I only have a few minutes left to finish up my makeup, but I'm also gonna go into Scarab on my finger, and I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that onto the outer V just for a little extra dimension. And also, I just love a good gray. So I'm just gonna kind of pop that on. Going back in with my blendy brush and just a little bit more product, and I'm gonna blend over that edge. So just bear with me, I promise. Trust the process. I don't know why I'm doing my makeup like the exact opposite way than I normally do it, but it's still gonna be beautiful, I know it. I'm pretty happy with how that looks, but I think I'm actually gonna add a bit of Scarab onto the lower lash line just to deepen that part right there, just a little bit. And then just blending that into the purple. I think that's really cute and maybe like a little bit unexpected out of this palette. You guys will have to let me know how you feel about it. I am, you know, always on a time crunch, but at least today I have a good excuse. Where's my mascara? I'm just gonna go into the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. My son had a ceremony for his kindergarten and I missed it on accident, and I felt like the worst mom ever. So basically I went to Dollar Tree and I got all this graduation stuff, and I'm like throwing him a little party in our house. My partner's gonna pick up some cake on the way home, maybe some extra little presents. We're gonna make it a whole thing. So I didn't have as much time to film today as I normally would have, or as much as I've been prioritizing, but we're still gonna have a video live. So that's the goal. I'm just gonna go into my Huda Beauty blush in the shade Proud Pink. I've been obsessed with this. It's just such a pretty like Barbie pink, and it's just easy to apply. It blends out really nice. Okay, and then over top of that, I'm gonna go into the highlighter Rebirth because I just wanna kind of see what that looks like on its own. Let's see. Oh, it's so pretty. It has a really beautiful, like soft pink glow on the skin. And it also doesn't have any base color going to it. So I don't see a stripe or any grayness or anything like that. You can just see the shade like when I'm turning my cheeks, which I appreciate because I hate when highlighters give like, especially green casts or gray casts, like just personal pet peeve. I am kind of going with a fluffy brush, so I wonder if I applied it with my fingers, if it would apply a little more heavily. We'll have to test it out more in the future. But I am also gonna go into just a touch of Rebirth because I just wanna try it as a blush topper. I wanna give this little duo my all. So I'm just gonna pick up a bit of that. Okay, let's see. Oh, that was very pigmented, okay. And I still did it on the other side too. Darn it. Okay, just gonna try and blend that out. Of course, I would get carried away. I think I went in with a brush that's a little bit too dense for that, just because I wanted it to be like a little diffused glowing situation. Let's go ahead and go into Almond. Okay, it is very sparkly. It doesn't look like metallic lips, which is something I don't personally love. I feel like it just looks pretty juicy, and I would definitely agree with Heather's claims that it's not gritty. You cannot feel the glitter at all. Also, this is a finished look with the Resurgence collection, Heather Austin and Unearthly, and I really love how the look turned out. I'm sorry, I was feeling a little chaotic, but I think the tones are super, super pretty, and I definitely can't wait to play with this more. I feel like it's a really fun mixture of cool tones and pops of color, and I could see neutral lovers and color lovers really enjoying it. The shimmers are pretty. I only used one matte today, but it did blend out nicely. So that's my thoughts so far. I'll definitely have to keep you guys updated as I play with it more, because this is only my second palette I've ever tried from Unearthly Cosmetics. As far as the highlighter duo goes, I really do like the lighter shade. I feel like it looked so pretty. The darker shade I might end up using as an eyeshadow probably. I'll try it out with different brushes and see if I can make it work a little bit better for me. That way I can get use out of both products. And the lip gloss is gorgeous. Like, I feel like I definitely want to try it like topped over other lipsticks, topped over lip liner. Overall, my favorite product would definitely be the eyeshadow palette, but that's because I'm obsessed with eyeshadow. It's always my favorite product when collaboration comes out. I love a good eyeshadow palette. Let me know if you guys want to see more looks with this, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!